Hello again. I've got another review here. I wasn't planning to do one, but Pelsee sent me this dash cam to try out. And you might think, why do you want a dash cam? But in today's society where people brake test you and do all sorts of things, it's probably a good idea. And in some cases, I believe you can get discount on your insurance. So anyway, I'm going to fit it in this BMW, but I'm not going to fit it using all the correct pieces because it's going back on Saturday. So I will show you now. Hold on. Okay, inside the package, it comes with a little toolkit. This is so you can, it's got spare sticky pads, and it's so you can remove them easily enough. So that doesn't need much explanation. And then you come with a cleaning cloth. So you would clean your area on your windscreen up there. And then what you do, you stick one of these. There's two large ones and two small ones. You stick these on your windscreen. And then you stick the actual pad on the bottom of the camera onto that, which means you can remove it. However, like I say, this car is going back to the rental company, so I don't want to put any semi-permanent fittings on it. So I'm going to just sort of use some sellotape this up and show you. Okay, scratch what I said. Sellotape wouldn't stick it up, so I've used the pad. Obviously, it's not meant to be permanent, so I stuck the pad on, it's confirmed. You peel off the sticky back and you stick it on. Now there's a rear camera as well. Now obviously there's a big long lead and you would run it to the rear, but just for the sake of this, I'm putting it facing me. Okay, so there's the front view. It just plugs into your socket. Again, obviously I would hide the wiring. There's plenty of wire to run along and put it away properly. Same as the reversing one or the rear view. There's plenty of cable comes with this, more than enough to do a proper job. But this car is a rental and it's going back. Now, like most things, there is an app. And with the app you can take pictures. It's not necessary for it to work because there is a micro SD card that you plug in, which we will be using. But anyway, you have to pair it with your, come on, right, you have to look for its Wi-Fi. Right, now we are connected. So I'm connected to the front view and the rear view. So we can take still picture if we want.
Video locked.
We can make a video. You see it's recording. We can stop it or start it.
Recording started.
And it loads it to a file.
Recording stopped.
And you can see some other ones that I've done. So,
recording started.
Be quiet. Ordinarily, you would just be using the camera and not the app. I'm just showing you that you can use the app, you can take pictures, you can do whatever. Get it to focus. Right. There's a button on the front of this. If you press it one time, it's showing the view from the other camera, which should be in the rear window, as you can see. Hi, Mum. So that's there, and it's automatically recording that onto the SD card. Press it again. It's got the date and everything else. It's all in the instructions how to set it up through the Wi-Fi, and that's your normal view. Now this is recording sound, and this shows it's got a signal, and then it's very difficult to see, but there's a small symbol for the SD card, which shows that it is loading to that. Basically, that's all the instructions that there are. You know, you press the button once to get the view from the rear or the front. If you don't have the rear camera on, obviously you're just going to use the frontal one. If you press it one time, other than like would be the third time, you're going to get the date. There it is. So 1540, Tuesday, 12th of the 12th. Okay. Tells you what the Wi-Fi setup is. Also, if you hold it for 3 seconds, you turn the power off. And hold it to 8 seconds to return it to factory settings. And basically, it automatically records once it's on. Like I say, you can hold it for 3 seconds. It should stop. Yeah, it's turned it off. Turn it back on again. There you go, it's back on.
Recording started.
You hear the annoying noise, recording has started. Right, it's not, see the Wi-Fi is not showing, so you have to turn that on. I remember Wi-Fi was it 3 times? 1, 2, 3. So it should be on. It's on the app. Obviously it lost connection because I turned it off. Turn it back on again, please. Okay. So it should be on now. Yeah, it's connecting. So the app really, you can manually do things, you can alter in the settings.
Recording stopped.
Sound recording, you can determine the volume, the resolution, the time, the rear, collision sensing, voice control, Wi-Fi, etc., etc. You can format the SD card when you put one in, and you can reset it back to normal. The other thing is, of course, you can use the app if you want to download stuff. Like I say, take still pictures.
Video locked.
And like I say, if you go, press the button to get the rear view. It's not showing the rear view on there.
Video locked.
But it has.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, so when you look on here, it's showing the rear camera, even though the camera... You can manually do things, you can alter in the... Thank you. This is the normal mode for most people. So basically, you just need to plug it into the power, put an SD card in it, micro SD, stick it onto your window, put the rear camera in the rear, or don't use the rear. It just plugs into the loom there. You don't have to have the rear. I'm putting it on to show it. Let's go for a little drive, and then what we'll do is take the SD card out and put it on my computer and see what it looks like. Quick one before we go inside. I'm very surprised and pleased to see the little sheets that came. You stick it on, they've stuck on really well, and it has not fallen off. Neither one of them have fallen off. And I didn't see that coming. I was sure that they were going to fall off, because it seems like a really weird way to stick them on, but it actually works. So anyway, now I'm going to take the SD card inside, put it on my computer, and we can have a look. Okay, when you load your disk into your computer, it comes up, in my case, as a Pelsee, and you'll see there's various things on here. You've got video B, that's video back, video F, video forward, video back lock, video front lock, picture B, picture F, that's back and front. Okay, so B is back, and what's on it, if you look in, these are pictures that were taken using the app. Okay, so it's a front picture from the app, because you can't, that's the way to take still pictures. And I think the other ones, I think they're all going to be the same, so just, yeah, pretty much. Okay, so you can take still pictures on the app, and they will load onto the SD card, and they will come up as these here. And the video F, which front lock, and B lock, back lock, these are the videos, if you remember, on the app you can operate it.
Started.
Okay. You can use the app if you want to download stuff, like say take still pictures.
Video locked.
Okay, so that's using the app again. Oh, come on. I don't think it's the most interesting thing. For me, the app it's nice to have, but I don't see a great use for it. The real one is video back, video forward. These are the ones that it films on its own. And if you have a look, like video forward, so it's constantly videoing and overwriting. I'll give you an example. I can't remember, when was it, 1546, I think. This is when I started to drive. It's very clear, good colours. And you can scan to the next one using the arrow. Notice that the video has audio. You can turn this on and off. But I'm having it on for the sake of this. And we're now going for a little drive. So the only audio I'm using at the moment is coming through the dash cam. See how clear it is? It's very unobtrusive. It certainly doesn't get in your way. Could be very useful. Somebody crashes into you, or you witness some other accident, you've got a record of it. Like this person here's got the door open. Okay, now if we go back, I can show you, so that was at 1546. So if I go back and look at the rear camera, which you remember is facing me because I haven't installed it, you should get the same narration, but it's facing me. So let's have a look. 1546, it should be that one. Notice it's date stamped down here as well, which you can turn on and off. Notice that the video has audio. You can turn this on and off. But I'm having it on for the sake of this. Remember on the previous one, same audio. So the only audio I'm using at the moment is coming through the dash cam. It's very unobtrusive. It certainly doesn't get in your way. Could be very useful. Somebody crashes into you, or you witness some other accident, you've got a record of it. Like this person here's got the door open. Remember? So this shows that the dashcam is recording at the same time the front and the rear cameras. So the view is different, but you'll see that the narration is the same. So it was front and rear because it's all date stamped. So it's on here, it says 12th of the 12th, 2023, 1546, and which is the same time that the other one was. So if we go back again, so remember F is front, B is back. These ones, the lock ones, are done by the app, same as the photos are done by the app. You cannot do photos via it running. So if we go to video front, let's pick another date, another time, just to show you again. Let's do 1556. Again, if you don't save these things, you know, obviously it overwrites, so it's however big your SD is. Okay.
Three-way line. Unpaid bridge.
See, it's very clear.
Go. Be interesting because it's sort of a dusk period as well. This is a bit of a test for the camera quality.
As you can see, the quality is very good. And again, note the date and the time is bottom left, but you can turn that off. But the whole point in having the dash cam is so you know when and where it happened. Okay, so that's 1556. To show you it's the same. So let's go to the rear. Find the one. That one. So here I am sat at the wet traffic light.
Unpaid bridge.
You can see the camera there, front-facing camera. It's quite small and you get a very good image for the size.
Go.
Strange because the front mount, the rear mounted camera, I've got it mounted on the
Dusk
windscreen.
period as well. This is a bit of a test for the
But you can see behind me and to the
camera
side of me.
quality.
Pretty good, yeah? And if you look at the times on it, they have, it's roughly every minute. So you've got 1542, 1544, 1545, 1546, and so on. This is quite a big SD card, so it'd fill up a lot. If something happened to you when you were driving, obviously you would stop the camera so you've saved it. Where's the last, what's this one? 1559. Let's have a quick look. Look at him concentrating on his speed.
Nearly back home.
It's a pretty wide angle lens, isn't it? You can see a lot all around the car. Let me just find something a bit earlier on the normal view, front view. Just so you can see driving through the village. Let me see if I can find that. Let's do 1551.
Get a clear view. So if you're looking at registrations, let's say, car in front of you. Let's go quickly. Whoa. See if I catch up to the car in front and if we can read the registration. Just for the sake of the review. See cars coming the other way with no lights on, even though it's obviously low visibility time of the day. My lights are on.
Sorry about that, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Get a nice red dot in the top left-hand part of the display, so it shows you that it is recording.
The picture is actually a lot brighter than it felt like when I was driving there for real, because it's been overcast nearly all day.
This car, but I would like to see if we can read the registration.
And if you go to here, there's a little arrow. You go to the next video, it just carries on.
This is like sort of a normal distance. You can see cars coming the other way. If someone was to crash into me, please don't. But if they were, we would see it. Coming into a 50-mile-an-hour limit. See the sign. Again, we will see if it shows up on the computer. Coming to a petrol station, obviously beware of people coming out, because this could be the sort of place where you'd have to worry. Like this car here. We're now entering a village.
Let's just move up one.
Not doing a brake check, luckily. See the car on the side there. Sorry for the commentary, but it's just to show you how useful this could be. Might even see some Christmas lights. Car in front is a Kia. You can see the registration. See if it shows up on the video.
It does. You can do a screenshot and blow it up. It's clear enough.
Drive through the village back to my house, and then we will check out the recording, including the camera.
So as you can see, it just overwrites. You know.
Facing me.
You can stop it. Now this is a really good dash cam. It retails, I think it's £90 or a little bit under. There'll be a link in the video. I want to clarify a few things as well, because when I was doing the video I said that you can't take pictures. Well, you can actually. It's got voice activation, and you can turn or stop it recording, stop or start, and you can take pictures using your voice. I think it's 6 voice commands that you can have. Also, it has a collision sensor, so if you were involved in a crash, hope you never are, but it automatically locks the camera, so it doesn't carry on overwriting. It will stop. Otherwise, it's like I said, it's in a loop and it's constantly overwriting. I think what I'm trying to say, it compresses them. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, when you park the car, it knows, as long as obviously you've still got it plugged in, and it records automatically, so protecting your parking, and compresses every 30 minutes, so it doesn't take up too much room. So obviously if you leave it all night. And I was looking, the cable that goes from the front to the rear for the rear camera is over 19 foot. It's nearly 20 feet long, so it's way long enough. Like I said when I was recording, you know, you can easily fit your rear camera in there. So basically, I think it's excellent buy. If you found this video useful, I hope you consider subscribing. If you're not already, it's free, helps me out. And any comments, put them down below. I read all of them. Generally I reply, but it doesn't mean I will, but generally I do. Watch out for more videos. Like I say, I wasn't planning to do a video on a dash cam, but they sent it to me. And I think the Pelsee dual dash cam is an excellent way to go. And for the price, you know, you can obviously, someone will say, oh, you can buy cheap dash cams for a lot less. Yeah, but it doesn't have all the features of this one. Pretty much, I'm very impressed. And if you order one now through Amazon, you can have it tomorrow. And I believe there's a £20 voucher on there as well. So it starts off at 90. If that £20 voucher is on there, which I think it is, you're going to end up at 70 or 90. So yeah, £70. Excellent. See you soon.